Please give your attention to Liberty Pike and Rebekah Barnes.
Good afternoon, I'm Liberty.
And I'm Rebekah.
And we come here today to mark 40 years of abortion. And I would like to tell you that there are some very depressed people out in America today, and they're not here and they're not pro-life, because we are winning, even if it does feel sometimes like we aren't. Recently, you might have heard that NARAL's president quit because she felt like there were not any pro-abortion young people that were in charge in the movement. Well, the fact of the matter is that there are more pro-life young people than there have ever been, and less pro-abortion people than there have ever been. And they ask themselves, where are young people? Why don't they care anymore? And the sad answer is they aborted 1/3 of their young people. And what we have to say is that we care about this issue. This is no longer a women's rights issue. This is a civil and human rights issue. And young people are recognizing that in numbers that they have never recognized it before. And in fact, pro-abortion young people care less than they ever have. NARAL, so depressed, they wanted to find out, well, where are all our young people? So they did a study. And they found out that young people under the age of 30 who can vote, only 26% of them consider abortion a very important issue. On contrary, 51% of young people that consider themselves pro-life and vote consider it a very important issue, the most important issue that they can vote on. Nancy Keenan, the president of NARAL, went to the March for Life in DC, and she got off the metro and she looked and she shook her head and she just said, there are so many, and she's referring to the marchers in the March for Life. There are so many and they are so young. Recently, NARAL appointed their new president, and I have to tell you, she's not much younger than Nancy Keenan. Also, Gallup is not finding anything more positive for the pro-abortion side. As Mrs. Tobias said earlier, Gallup found that 75%, that's 3 out of 4 of people 18 to 29, do not think that abortion should be available on demand any longer. Only 24% of young people ages 18 to 29 believe that abortion should be legal under any circumstance. Only 24%. In 2012, they found out that there's been a big drop in one area. There's been a huge drop in the group of people that consider them pro-choice that are 18 to 29. 7-point drop, the largest of all age groups that they surveyed. Nancy Keenan said something that I'd like to leave you with. She's talking about us when she said this. And she said, I imagine she was pretty depressed, and she probably was hoping nobody was writing this down, but she said, they're not going away. The intensity on that side will not go away, she said, and she's right.
So to illustrate what Liberty has been telling you all, I want everybody under 30 to yell and shout and scream. Ready? Go! You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. I'm the Northwest Regional Coordinator for Students for Life of America, and there are over 700 pro-life student clubs on college and university campuses. But today I'm here as a young person, as a young woman, as a daughter, as a sister, to tell you that this generation is the pro-life generation. I am so excited about what is happening here in Oregon. There have been over 8 new pro-life clubs on your college and university campuses started this year. Today I say to you that these courageous youth are not merely the future of the pro-life movement. They are the pro-life movement. Students at schools across Oregon are putting out signs of hope on their campuses. They are engaging in good activism, and they are defending life. They are hanging up flyers. They are bringing in speakers. They are showing movies. They are hosting events, and they are reaching out to their college campuses with life and with hope. They are changing Oregon. They understand the importance of the battle they are fighting, and they are in it to abolish abortion. One of my students at the president of the University of Oregon Club, Students for Life, had this to say. She said, "Please, keep in mind this isn't just a club you did in college. This is a movement. We're giving a voice to the voiceless and defending innocent life. We have an opportunity to change the future." Next week, Liberty and I will be with students from OSU and U of O and Lynn Benton, and we will be at the March for Life in DC with thousands of other pro-life young people. And we will attend the largest pro-life conference in the nation, made up of over 2,000 youth. I truly believe that this generation of young people, those of us who have never known a day in America without abortion, those of us who have been most targeted by the abortion industry and who have had the most abortions, we are in the best position to end this tragedy. So to all of you faithful pro-lifers, I say thank you. Thank you for never backing down, for never giving up, for never being cowed into silence. Thank you for keeping this a topic alive in our churches and in politics and in the news. Thank you for giving us a chance to fight for life. We survived Roe versus Wade. Roe versus Wade will not survive us.